Today we say happy birthday because it is Wardle House's 60th birthday. Thank you for joining us for this very special edition of the Daisy Chain, where I am joined by some of our Year 6s celebrating Wardle House's 60th birthday. So first, Ella, tell me a little bit about what is it like to be here today on this really special day?
Well, it's really exciting because we get to be the Year 6s of the 60 years. So it's really exciting because we're the leaders of the school on like this special day, and we get to do more fun things, and it gets like a memory for us.
It is like a memory for you. I did think today when our president of the Collegians, Miss Such, spoke, and she was talking about how she'd come back after 60 years. Do you think there's any chance for Wardle House's 100th birthday that you'll come back as a 50-year-old?
Yeah, I could.
I think so. Okay, all right, I'll see you there. I'll be in my mid-80s, but I'll see you there. Okay, sounds good. Now, Chelsea, as part of the celebrations, you actually all wrote to a collegian, didn't you? What was that experience like?
I felt excited because I've never really wrote a letter to anybody.
Anybody, exactly.
Really?
Who writes letters these days? And did your collegian write back to you?
Yes, she did. She lives in Queensland.
Now, Lila, talk to me about our beautiful assembly this morning. What instrument were you playing?
Well, I was playing guitar. I really loved it because, especially the collegian who spoke, because she was just, it was nice to hear what Wardle House was like so many years ago.
One very special tradition that always used to happen at Wardle House was the peg doll competition, where the students decorated their very own peg doll for competition. And for our 60th birthday, that is exactly what our Wardle House students have done. Ladies, can you see yours up?
Yeah,
Yes.
There?
Yeah, mine's just up there.
Fantastic. Are they winners, ladies?
Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's cross our fingers for the judging that happens later on this afternoon. There are so many things that always go on in a school in a month, but this month we've had a lot of performance, which, as you know, is one of my personal favourite things to get involved with. So Jess, you were involved in our Year 7 and 8 play this year. Tell me a little bit about it.
So it was a fairy tale kind of theme, and there was like heaps of different characters, loads of main roles to get everybody involved.
And did you have to go back to your childhood to reenact some of these beautiful characters?
Yeah, that's what was great. It was a play that involved lots of different stories that you already had. Like you didn't have to research into your character to find out what that would be like, because you already had an insight into what kind of roles that they played. So yeah, that was great.
And did the Year 7s and 8s really work together in developing a lot of the scenes?
Yeah. I always say it's great to have the connection between the 7 and 8, because at the end we're going to be sharing Barton House together. And it's great
nice.
It's great to like get to know them before we move on. So developing those relationships in a different context was great.
It's really, really great. Now, someone who is living the life in Barton House, but not for much longer, is Melinda. You have been involved in one of the most beautiful biennial concerts this year. Tell me a little bit about the night, because it had a really fantastic theme.
Yeah, so it was an Australian theme this year, so each year we have a different theme. And so all the songs that all the orchestras and choirs sang and played were written by Australian composers. And we had a really great MC for the night as well. Which,
yes, Jean Kitson, who's a collegian of the school, and she certainly loved coming back, and she was so funny as well, wasn't she?
She was really great. She really added to the whole thing.
We have also celebrated Father's Day this month, and Jess, the fathers were pretty competitive with that egg and spoon race, weren't they?
Yes.
What do you think fires those dads up to get out there?
Oh, that competitiveness, I don't know.
Together. What do you love about your dad?
Everything.
Well, look, it's all up from here, Dad. She already thinks everything about you is amazing. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks very much.
No worries.
Today I have some really exciting budding scientists with me. They're about to tell you how we are going to change the whole world. In fact, we're going to change space, right, Maddie?
Yes, we are. We've joined the Cuberider program, which is really fun because we get to send this little mini computer up to the ISS space station.
And what are you hoping to, what data is going to come back? What are you hoping to find out about?
Well, on the mini computer we have like different sensors, like we have a camera and a thermometer, so we can find out how hot space is, for instance.
Izzy, when's it all scheduled to take place?
At the moment, we're just in the planning stage, so we're planning what experiment we're going to do.
Fantastic. Now, are there lots of choices then, Imi? How did you work out which ones you're going to explore?
Well, we've used the Cuberider launch pad, and we've looked at different things such as cosmic radiation, which the astronauts are exposed to 100 more times radiation than we are.
What are some of the other topics, Annabelle, that you could have explored or may still explore in the future?
Pressures that are in space,
Great.
so we can test the pressure in the spaceship compared to on Earth.
So you talked about ISS before, Maddie. What does that stand for?
So the ISS is the International Space Station, and we have the computer has already been sent up, and through the internet we're going to program the mini computer that's already in space to collect the data for us, and we get 15 minutes of space time, which is really cool.
Really proud of all the work you're putting into this new program, and who knows where it may lead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Kendall.
From experiments in space to experiments in our own backyard, our Year 6 team have been very busy with the STEM Fair. Now, Lila, tell me a little bit about what you did your inquiry into.
Well, I was inquiring into if pesticides and herbicides impacted electricity. So basically, I had lemons that were homegrown and 2 lemons that were store-bought, and with an electricity meter, I measured how much electricity was produced by the lemons.
And when we saw that, you could see the effect of the pesticides really easily, couldn't you? What did you explore?
I explored static electricity and how it can make things defy gravity or go with gravity.
Yes, because we had the different type of materials,
Yes.
didn't we? I loved that. That was really cool. So what did you learn at the end of it?
I learned that salt, even though it seems light, is actually quite dense and heavy.
That's right,
compared
because
to
the pepper.
Yes.
The pepper you kind of made the pepper jump and dance.
Yeah.
I loved that. Now, Chelsea, there were lots of other younger kids coming through that STEM fair. Do you think we've inspired some of our younger students to be scientists just like you?
I think so.
What did your little sister say? Did she get to see yours?
She was very excited. She's like, Chelsea, can we do this when we get home? Sure.
It's exactly what you want them to do, isn't it? There's always so much going on around here at Toorak College, but we shortly have opportunities for you to come and join us at some of the events we have. This Wednesday night, we have our first ever Season of Excellence, where we bring together many of our performance music, arts, media and design subjects on one fabulous night to display our students' talents before their VCE portfolios. Our speech night is one of the biggest occasions of the year, where our Year 7 to 12 students come together to celebrate all of the achievements that they have accomplished across the year, as well as our Year 12 celebrating the end of their formalised schooling with Toorak College. If you would like to come and see Toorak for yourself, our final Discover Toorak Day will be held on Wednesday the 18th of October. This is your last chance this year to come and see our classes in action. This will be followed by our scholarships and open day, so you can come and spend your weekend with us. If you are hoping to apply for scholarships, remember that applications close shortly and a webinar will be held on the 20th of September that reveals more information. With so much happening here today, we are so excited that you could have your very own sneak peek from wherever you are sitting while we celebrate our 60th birthday.